come here and support jobs, which is so very much important to Southeast Missouri. I'm going to turn this over to Don Rone, but before I do, I want to announce we've got Steve Cookson here. He's a representative originally from the Advanced Mexico area. We also have Mayor Weber here, Alderman Battles, and Presiding Commissioner Mathis in the back, and we have several other law enforcement officials, so let's give them all a big shout out. And I'm going to turn this over to Don Rone. He is the man behind all of this and is the reason that we still have a fight for Southeast Missouri jobs. Don.
I want to thank everyone for coming out and supporting jobs for Southeast Missouri. For you people that don't know me, there's a few people here probably do. I'll go all the way back to 1963 when the Dexter Bearcats had 3 years of undefeated ball club. They just beat the fire out of us. I played against Charlie Cruz and that bunch, and so y'all, there might be enough gray hairs here to remember that far back. So let me give you a little understanding of where we came from. I put an amendment on the bill that would allow the Public Service Commission to do some things that they could not do with present legislation. I put it on there May the 3rd, 8 days before the end of the session, so everybody had an opportunity to read it, understand it, and go forward. And basically it did two things. It allowed them to go into a long-term contract with industry, and then it also allowed them to sell power cheaper than it costs to make power. Okay, that being done, we have been working since January the 6th with a gentleman out of India that will come to New Madrid and build a steel mill. We have been working since January with the group called Magnitude 7, they bought the old Noranda plant over there. They said that they could have that ready to go in 120 days if we got them affordable power. The gentleman from India said we can start immediately if we can get affordable power. So what we have done is let the Public Service Commission become an economic development also. So when we do that, then here's what we get for that. Noranda, the old Noranda plant, it's Magnitude 7 now. They're going to bring an additional first shot out of the thing, 251 jobs, paying $95,000 a year. 43 jobs that will be paying $125,000 a year. Then in 2018, they're going to open up the second pot line, and it's going to hire 151 people at $95,000. Now here's a caveat. The gentleman from India loves the site at New Madrid. It's not where Noranda is, it's in the New Madrid Industrial Park, which is right by Interstate 55. He wants to come there, and what he wants to do is invest $80 to $100 million in that plant at that location, and 200 to 220 jobs at $55,000 a year. And folks, that's 600 jobs. My district is made up of New Madrid, south end of Scott, north end of Pemiscot, and East Prairie. When Noranda went out, they lost 980 jobs, of which 480 jobs were in my district, my friends, my neighbors, who had been used to making good money. And I saw my friends in Portageville, New Madrid, Hayti, East Prairie move because they were looking for a job to take care of their families. I told my wife, I'm 73 years old, it's time to quit. But I told her, let me try to find a way to get these jobs back. And we have got that way now to do that. Now, here's the caveat to that. We have a governor who came on board and said his main job when he became governor of this great state of Missouri was jobs, jobs, and more jobs. I've dealt with this man for about 3 months now, and trust me, when he tells you something, as we say at home, you can take it to the bank. It's going to happen. So when that happened to me in the House that day, Friday, I guess a week ago today, we saw that the Senate, in their wisdom, they adjourned 45 minutes early because they didn't want to work anymore. And when we got that word in the House, I went down like a one-man tug. I just knew it was over, hope gone, so forth. But this man walked in, and the doorman came to my desk and said, "Don, the governor's over here. He wants to talk to you." I said, "Sure he is. Just tell him I'll get over there when I get time." He reached down. He said, "No, Don, look over there at the door in the lower gallery. The governor's standing there waiting for you to come over and talk to him." And sure enough, the governor was there. So I went over there, shook his hand, and this is the exact words he told me. "You can take it to the bank." He said, "Don, keep your head high. Keep working. Don't quit. We're going to get the job done. I'm behind you 110%. I'll put all the influence of the governor's office behind you. You just work with the House and the Senate and keep things going, and we will get jobs for Southeast Missouri." And that told me from Cape Girardeau to Arkansas, from Poplar Bluff to the river, my people had hope. My people had hope that they're going to get a job that will allow them to have a better, it's a generation improvement. It's not just a job. It goes from generation to generation to generation. I can go over and show you people that's worked at the Noranda plant 40 years. That's 4 generations. And we're going to start that process all over again with these 2 new jobs. Now, I've talked enough too long, but I wanted you to know the process that we were going through to get this. And I'm going to tell you right now, we've got the right man right here that's going to lead us. He's going to make sure it happens, and it's going to be pretty quick. So I want to introduce the governor of the great state of Missouri, Eric Greitens.
Woo! Thank you, guys. How's everybody doing? Good, guys. It is good. It is really, really, really good to be back in Southeast Missouri. And I will tell you, it is good to be back here with a fighter like Don Rone. Thank you, Don. Thank you for fighting for us. You know, guys, we had the flooding down here in southern Missouri a couple weeks ago. The first thing that I want to do, we got a lot of our fantastic first responders who are here today. Can we give them an extraordinary round of applause for their service? Thank you guys very much. Thank you. Look, guys, I can tell you, a lot of people get up to that state capitol, and something happens and they forget about the people who sent them. But not Tila, right? Not Don. Every day they are up there fighting for the people who sent them there. And you know, when I came to Jefferson City, I came as Navy SEAL, a conservative, an outsider, had never been there before. And we told people that we're going to fight. We're going to fight for the people of the state of Missouri. Yeah. Now one thing that has shocked a lot of the insiders, scared a lot of the liberal media, confused a lot of the career politicians, that we got up to Jefferson City and we're doing exactly what we said we were going to do, and we're fighting for the people of Missouri. You know, earlier today, Don and I were down at the old Noranda plant. 600 some people come out. And people were walking up to me saying, you know, my husband lost my job. Saying, I used to work here. And my brother used to work here. We used to work here. And, what a lot of politicians forget is that a job is more than a paycheck. A job provides a sense of dignity. It provides a sense of purpose. It provides a sense of meaning. But for too long, we have politicians and insiders who just didn't care enough. And they didn't care because it didn't affect their pay, didn't affect their pensions, didn't affect their privileges. Well, those days are over, and we're fighting for the people of Missouri. The situation we have in front of us is real clear. It's actually really straightforward, really simple. We have people who want to come to Southeast Missouri and make steel. Put in a steel mill with hundreds of new jobs. And that bill that Don put forward, it passed the House 148 to 2. Woo! 148 to 2. We've got a real opportunity here. And this is the thing. The steel mill is just the beginning. Okay? We do this right. We've got a chance. How would you like to open up the old Noranda plant again? All right? We can get this done. We can get this done. We can get this done. But what happened was, as Don told you, we had some career politicians, some senators, who for their own petty, personal reasons of political privilege, they decided that that was more important than jobs for people. They decided it was more important to score political points than to win jobs. They decided rather than standing up for the people who sent them there, they were going to stand in the way of this steel mill. And this is how they figured it. This is how they figured it, like Don told you. They figured what they would do is just run out the clock. They were going to wait until the legislative session ended, and then they figured, well, they're just going to go home. They're just going to run out the clock, and then they are going to go on their vacations. They're just going to run out the clock, and then the people of Southeast Missouri are going to have to sit back and watch again as these jobs leave and they go to New York or Pennsylvania or Indiana, and the people of Southeast Missouri are just going to have to sit back and take it. Well, I'll tell you what. They figured wrong. They figured wrong. Because what they forgot about is they forgot about you. They forgot about you, and they forgot about fighters like Don Rone. They forgot about our willingness to stand up and to fight for our families, and to fight for our communities, and to bring good quality jobs back to Southeast Missouri. That's what they forgot about. And so what I did is I went, talked to Don, just like Don told you on the House floor. And what we've done is we've canceled their vacations and we're bringing them back to do their job. Now look, as a Navy SEAL, we always knew that every day we had to have a very clear mission in front of us. And the mission in front of us is extraordinarily clear. The mission in front of us is to bring back hundreds of quality jobs to Southeast Missouri. That's the mission that's in front of us. Now, what we also knew in the SEAL teams was that whenever there was any important mission, whenever there was any important battle, any important fight, in order for us to win, we had to bring together a team. And folks, I'm here to ask you to join this team, to join us in this fight to bring these jobs back. Will you join me today? Will you join me in this fight? We got to do this together. We got to do this together. Look, folks, the people of Southeast Missouri are proud. Proud people. And we've been talking to people for weeks, for months, as this deal has been on the table. And you know what everybody has said to us? They've been very clear. They said, we don't want welfare. We want to work. We want to bring back American jobs, and that's what we are going to do. And I want to tell you, these are quality jobs. These are jobs where you can raise a family. You can buy a house. You can buy a truck. You can put aside some money for the kids' school. These are quality jobs, and we're going to win them here. Now, in order for us to do this, I've got 3 things that I got to ask you to do. 3 things. The first thing that I have to ask you to do is to please keep praying for this community here in Dexter and for all of Southeast Missouri. Pray for fighters like Don Rone. Thank you. Thank you. And if you would, please, keep praying for me and Sheena and our boys. And I don't think you can pray enough. You can even pray for some of these politicians, hope that they see the light. Okay? All right? But the other thing that I'm going to ask you to do is today to sign up to join us this coming Tuesday for a rally in your state capital to tell these politicians to get to work and to do their job. All right? So I want you to look around. You've got some folks who are on the team right over here. They can sign you up. They can sign you up to make sure that you can get up to the rally to join us this coming Tuesday. Because here's the thing. Again, we got a lot of guys up at the state capitol, and they forget who they were sent to work for. They forget who they were sent to fight for. Well, next Tuesday, we're going to remind them. We're bringing hundreds of people from all over Southeast Missouri up to let them know that we are going to accomplish the mission. We're not going to accept any excuses from politicians. All right? And look, we're going to have, a lot of people are driving up. We're also going to have buses. We're going to have buses bringing people up. And Don told me just this morning, he said, if the buses get full, he said, I will put people on my back and I'll walk them up to Jefferson City. But we're not going to accept any excuses. We're going to get this mission done. Now, the other thing that I need you to do is, as you leave today, we've got sheets on them with the phone numbers of these politicians. I want you to call them. And let me tell you, here's the games that they're going to play. Some of them are going to unplug their phones. Well, when they do that, and you don't get a hold of them today, I want you to call them on Sunday. And when you don't get a hold of them on Sunday, I want you to call them on Monday morning. When you don't hear from them on Monday morning, call them Monday afternoon. Call them Monday night. Call them Tuesday morning. And then finally, you're going to hear one of their assistants is going to answer the phone, and they're going to say, well, I'm sorry, the senator's too busy to talk to you, and you're going to demand to speak to the senator. And you're going to let people know that you expect senators to do their job and to fight for the people of the state of Missouri. Will you help me and do that? Will you help me and do that? Thank you. If we do this together with this team, if we stand up strong, we're going to win these jobs. We're going to win these jobs, and we're going to bring them back to Southeast Missouri. So let's win this together, folks. Thank you, and God bless you. I appreciate it.